Today we're diving headfirst into the ultimate survival challenge, thriving in minus 70 degrees Celsius. This isn't just about surviving, it's about making a life in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. Forget everything you know about cold weather. We're talking about a temperature so low that boiling water thrown into the air instantly turns to snow. Our home base is a small, insulated cottage, a tiny beacon of warmth in a vast, frozen wilderness. But this cabin isn't a luxury retreat, it's a fortress. The walls are incredibly thick, packed with layers of advanced insulation. The windows are triple glazed, sometimes even quadruple glazed, with special gas fillings to stop the cold from seeping in. Every crack and seam is meticulously sealed. A single draft isn't just an annoyance. It can be a serious threat, rapidly dropping the indoor temperature. The heart of the cabin is the heating system. We rely on a robust wood-burning stove, a true lifeline. Keeping it fed is a constant, critical task. Before winter sets in, months are spent chopping and stacking an enormous amount of firewood. You need dense, dry hardwood that burns hot and long. Running out of wood simply isn't an option. It's your primary source of heat for warmth, for melting snow into drinking water, and for cooking every single meal. But you can't stay inside forever. Survival out here means venturing into the frozen landscape to find food. So how do you even dress for minus 70? It's all about layering, but not just any layers. The base layer right against your skin must be a high-quality synthetic or merino wool fabric. It has to wick sweat away from your body. Cotton is a killer out here. Once it gets wet with sweat, it freezes and pulls heat from your body. Next comes the mid-layer, which is all about insulation. Think thick fleece or a down-filled jacket. This layer traps your body heat. Finally, the outer shell. This needs to be completely windproof and waterproof. Wind is your biggest enemy. The wind chill at these temperatures can be lethally cold, far colder than the air temperature itself. For your hands and feet, it's a similar story. Liner gloves under massive mittens, and insulated boots rated for extreme cold, often paired with thick wool socks and liners. And you never ever forget your face mask and goggles. Exposed skin can get frostbite in less than a minute. Once we're properly geared up, it's time to hunt. In this harsh landscape, deer are a vital source of protein and fat. But hunting at minus 70 is a completely different game. The snow is deep and powdery, making every step an effort. We use snowshoes to distribute our weight and stay on top of the snowpack. The cold affects everything. Your rifle's metal becomes brittle, lubricants can freeze up, and the scope can fog instantly. You have to know your gear inside and out and how it behaves in extreme cold. Tracking deer in the snow is easier in some ways. Their tracks are obvious. But the silence of the frozen forest is absolute. Every crunch of your snowshoes sounds like a gunshot. You have to move with incredible patience and stealth. The air is so dense and cold that sound travels differently. You learn to read the signs: fresh tracks, scraped bark on trees, and bedding areas. A successful hunt isn't just about the shot. It's about the days of preparation and tracking that lead up to it. When you finally get a deer, the work has just begun. Field dressing an animal in this cold is a race against time. Your hands go numb in seconds, even with gloves. You have to work quickly and efficiently to get the meat processed and back to the cabin before it freezes. Solid and before predators like wolves are attracted by the scent. Every part of the animal is used. The meat is our food. The hide can be used for clothing or blankets, and even the bones can be boiled down for a nutrient-rich broth. Nothing is wasted, but a diet of only deer meat isn't sustainable. We need variety and different nutrients, especially fats. That's where ice fishing comes in. The lakes are covered by ice that can be 6 to 8 feet thick. Just getting through it is a workout. We use a heavy-duty ice auger, a giant corkscrew designed to drill through the thick ice. It takes a lot of time and energy just to make a single hole. Once the hole is drilled, you have to keep it from freezing over, constantly scooping out the slush that forms. We fish for species adapted to these cold, deep waters, like lake trout and Arctic char. They are rich in oils and fats, which are essential for generating body heat. We use small, simple rods and lures. You sit there, in the biting wind, staring at this small hole in the ice, waiting for a slight twitch in the line. The feeling of pulling a fish up from the dark, icy depths is incredible. It's a direct connection to the life that persists even under these impossible conditions. Just like with hunting, the moment you catch a fish, you clean it immediately. If you wait, it will freeze into a solid block, making it almost impossible to handle. Back at the cabin, that fish might be pan-fried or added to a hearty stew. It's more than just a meal. It's a hard-won victory against the cold. Life at minus 70 is a continuous cycle of essential tasks. There is no downtime, no day off. Your day is structured around maintaining heat, securing water, and finding food. You chop wood, you melt snow, you check your gear, you hunt, you fish. Every action is deliberate and has a purpose. A simple mistake, like leaving your gloves behind or not securing the cabin door properly, can have dire consequences. You also have to be a master of repair. If your stovepipe gets clogged or your snowshoes break, there's no one to call. You are the mechanic, the engineer, and the problem solver. You learn to be incredibly resourceful, using whatever you have on hand to fix what's broken. Duct tape, wire, and a multi-tool are as valuable as your rifle or your fishing rod. Beyond the physical challenges, there's the mental game. The isolation and the endless darkness of the polar winter can be psychologically grueling. The sun might not rise above the horizon for months. You have to find ways to keep your mind occupied and your spirits up. Reading, mending gear, planning the next day's tasks, it all helps. And you develop a profound respect for the power of nature. You aren't fighting it, you're learning to live within its rules. There's a stark, breathtaking beauty to this world. The way the low-angle sun makes the snow crystals glitter, the silence of a snow-filled forest, and the vibrant dance of the northern lights across the night sky. These are moments of pure magic that make the hardship worthwhile. It's a life stripped down to the essentials, a life of profound connection to the natural world. So, living in -70 degrees isn't just about survival. It's about resilience, resourcefulness, and a deep appreciation for the delicate balance of life in the extreme. It teaches you the value of a warm fire, a good meal, and the strength you never knew you had. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey into the cold. If you found this fascinating, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures. Stay warm out there.